Okay, we are on lesson 4 of unit 1, the agent, supervision, and broker associate relationship. We just finished lesson 3, the salesperson and broker compensation rules. So this is the final lesson on this unit, I do believe. Okay, so let's move on. All right, what follows is a true story. We promise a real estate seminar and a breakout session about referrals. The facilitator of the session asked, what do each of you do in a business to gain referrals? When it came time for a 40-something woman who had been in the business several years to answer, I just tell all my friends and family if they refer me to something, I'll give them $200. The other occupants in the room gasped because when the facilitator recovered his composure, he told the woman, unfortunately, that's completely illegal, which I had no idea that was illegal either, so that's interesting. Compensating unlicensed individuals for activities requiring a license is a violation of licensing law. So I wonder what happened there. Compensation comes through the broker. If you're ever worried about whether you should accept a fee for a referral, perhaps you should find some peace of mind. All compensation related to real estate must come through the broker. Okay? So you can't like give somebody $200 for a referral fee. All right. You are not to receive any compensation from a seller, buyer, agent's broker. You can buy your new homeowners a new home gift, which I've gotten from real estate agents. You might want to check with your brokerage and make sure there's like an amount that you can't go over for that when you sign up with your brokerage, because it happens quite often. Like people will buy a new homeowner a gift for their new house, especially if they just help them buy it. You want to keep these people in your loop forever because eventually they're going to sell and buy again. Maybe not in the same state, but they might, so they might have friends and family that refer you to. So it's good to do these kinds of things, but you just make sure that you check with your brokerage and make sure there's like an amount that you can't go over or that it's okay so that you don't get in trouble legally. If you buy somebody a $1,000 gift and you're only allowed to spend $20. You may not receive undisclosed compensation from any party related to a transaction. That means everyone has to know who's paying you and why, and if you're representing the seller, the buyer offered to pay you $500, make sure my offer goes to the top of the pile and you accepted it. If this were somehow funneled through your broker, it would be a violation of real estate law. You can't, this is like what you call like bribes. I'm giving you $500 to put my request at the top, my offer at the top. First of all, the seller is the one that has to make the decision. So even if you put it at the top of the pile and the seller went through the whole pile and didn't pick them, you might end up losing your license for taking the $500, and that person might not even get picked. So, it creates an inherent conflict of interest. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA, prohibits you from receiving or paying federal fees or finder fees to mortgage brokers, title reps, any settlement service. And this, anything like this. You can't give them any money. You can't suggest, you can suggest them, but normally they say they want you to do 3 different people. Don't you want to give them 3 title companies to pick from and maybe 3 mortgage companies if they don't already have a mortgage company. If they need a pre-approval, you might want to give them 3 different mortgage companies and let them choose which ones they want to use. That way you're not accused of getting any referral fees from any licensees referring your business. Referral fees to and from real estate agents are perfectly legal. However, they must be disclosed and they got to go through the broker first. All right, let's look at some scenarios. Chris, a real estate broker, represents Beverly as seller, and Beverly tells Chris, if you can get my house sold in 30 days, I'll give you a buyer's agent $1,000. Is this legal? And there may be more than one correct answer in this, and might be more than one answer. You got it. Okay. You have to make sure it's disclosed to the seller. And you got to go to your broker and let them know, because we got to make sure it's legal. And you got to let the broker know so they can issue you the check. You probably need to let the title company or whoever's doing up the closing paperwork to also know, so you can have it on your paperwork. A real estate agent received a referral from Catherine, a mortgage broker, and Dale pays Catherine a $100 finder's fee. What circumstances would make it legal? Match each option to the correct answer and make it legal. All right, Dale disclosed it to all parties. It paid through Dale's broker. It was declared on his taxes. That doesn't make it legal, I don't think. It's paid in cash. All right, so, well, I didn't do really good on this, did I? All right. So it's disclosed to all parties, it's not legal. It was paid through his broker, not legal. None of these are legal. All right. So if it's disclosed to all parties, it's not legal. If it's paid through his broker, it's not legal. If it's declared on his taxes, it's not legal. And if it's paid in cash, it is not legal. Okay. Got all that? Sorry, I went too fast on that one, and I didn't do a screenshot. You'll just have to watch the video again, I guess. All right, Stephanie, a real estate licensee, received a referral from Gloria, another licensee who's in the office, and will be out of town the time her buyer wants to go house hunting. Under what two circumstances may Stephanie pay Gloria a referral fee? Let me get to these two. All right. If she discloses it to all parties, meaning the buyer and seller side, she discloses it to the brokerage, because they're the ones that handle a lot of the legal problems. So you want to make sure that it's legal. Because if you get sued, they get sued too, and they don't want to get sued. You're going to lose your job. Kendall's client, Lawrence, is looking for a house on the beach, and Lawrence tells Kendall he'll pay a $2,500 finder fee if he finds him exactly what he's looking before the property hits the market. Kendall meets Margot at a neighborhood barbecue and learns she's thinking of putting her house on the market. He realizes it ideally suits Lawrence's needs. I can save you a lot of hassle, he tells Margot. You won't even have to list it. I have a buyer ready. This kind of stuff happens more than you know, especially in our market right now in 2022. It's a seller's market. Houses are rare, so people are doing a lot of this kind of stuff, because as soon as they list the house, it goes. So this is going on a lot, by the way. Okay, both parties would agree to a dual representation. I don't think that's required. Lawrence must pay the finder's fee to Kendall's broker. Margaret must be represented by another licensee. Margaret must list her house on the open market. And then if no other buyers are willing to pay more, she can sell it. So I got one wrong. Lawrence must pay the finder's fee to Kendall's broker. Because because they handle the money, right? Maybe. So that's the only one that's required for that. And if you want to take a screenshot, I'm going to go back and do this again and get it right. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot, there you go. There's your screenshot. All right, so this is going to be more like a unit quiz than an exam, because it's only like 4 questions. So I don't know why they call it an exam. because an exam is like 50 to 100 questions. 4 questions is like a quiz. So anyway, I'm going to call it a quiz. But we're going to do that in the next video in case I fail it and the video goes on long. I never know how I'm going to do on these. But anyway, we covered these 4 lessons, and the quiz will be on all of these, okay? So I thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next video.